today I want to take a look at a few resources that might help you get a good start in Guilty Gear Strive. And the first one we're going to take a look at is Comboteer.com. Comboteer.com has all the cast here. It has all of their move list. But the best thing I think that it has is these combos, and they have even videos that go with them to show you how to do it, right? They're sort of like combo trials that would be in the game, just in your browser. And you can see there's a lot of them, right? Each character has like 20 at least, except for I think it's May. May isn't quite done yet. So if you are a May player, or if you play any of these characters and you know a bunch of optimal combos, or you've been living a bunch of cool stuff, you can check them out on Discord and share your combo videos with them. And then I guess they'll upload them and put these little notations on them. I would definitely check out some of the stuff that they have up here, their social media, and try and help them out. I think what they're doing here is really cool. And it's free, right? It's free. There's no ads. And it does, seem to be getting off to a really good start. So under every character, you'll see there's a move list, which has everything that you'd pretty much see in the game. It has a combo list. And then it also has the showcase, which is usually like a YouTube video of a high level player, and it's them just playing a couple matches, right? And it helps you get a grasp of what the neutral might look like on that character and what that character looks like being played at the highest level. One thing that I will say they don't have on here is the frame data. So let's take a look at that on Dustloop. If you haven't been here yet, right? If you haven't been on Dustloop, you should definitely check out the Strive wiki for it, because they do have like the frame data for almost everything at this point, which is really fast and it's really cool. If this is something, again, if you're very hesitant, if you're new to fighting games or whatever, and you're very hesitant about frame data, just know you don't need to know the exact number for everything, right? You can know if something is plus, if minus, if it's punishable, or if it's your turn, right? And how minus it is. And when I say how minus it is, just knowing if it's minus enough for you to punish or not, right? So whether you're taking your turn back or you're getting a punish is usually how I like to look at things when I'm learning, right? I think they have almost every character up at this point, right? They have a lot of... They don't really have the damage, though, but they do have the frame data. I think the last one that I tried to take a look at that they didn't have yet was Angie. So let's see if they've updated it. So they did, yeah. This wasn't here earlier, I don't think, because I did try and take a look at that. Chip, too. So yeah, even the characters that not a lot of people are playing, like I'm sure you guys haven't run into many like Chips and Axels. I have not run into Axel yet, and I haven't really run into Zato yet. I played a lot of Ramathals. I played a lot of May, Kai, and a lot of Nago and Soul. Soul, in all honesty, I think Soul is the best character in the game. But that's neither here nor there. You can see here that they basically have their roadmap for the wiki, which is really cool. And they're 71% complete. So they are, keeping up with it, and I think it's really cool. I've never seen a wiki this organized, to be honest with you, at least not for anything gaming related. And then one more resource that I want to revisit now that the game has come out is the GGST Resource Hub Discord. And this one basically just has a little bit of everything, right? First thing you're going to want to do when you join is obviously read the rules, or whatever all this stuff, and then come to your role assignment and then set your characters, right? Set the characters you want to look at. You can set it to all too. You can put the Daredevil one, and then you'll have I think it unlocks these channels. See the one that says like Giovanna Resource, Kai Resource, because those are the two that I checked. And then you have Giovanna Lounge and Kai and all that. So if you want them all, you can do that. Also, you can put your region. So if you're looking for matches in here, you can put whatever like system you're on, and then pronouns, whatever, which is cool, right? And then they have like a whole server like listing. So they have a compendium of all the official servers, or I guess the biggest servers for Guilty Gear and fighting games. If your main concern is learning your character or learning like the basic B&Bs and stuff, what you can do after you give yourself the character roles is go into these like resource tabs, and all of them will pop up if you whatever character you picked or whatever characters you picked, and you click on that, and then you can come in here, and this is like just a very crudely written guide that is just gives you all the information you need all in one spot, and it's very good, right? It's most of this stuff is from the beta, but it's still relevant, right? The game didn't change too much from the beta, so definitely a good one-stop shop for everything in a written form. It's basically what Comboteer did but just in a raw data form. And some of them are going to be more fleshed out than others because there's just, I guess, different admins that are more dedicated to different characters. There's a lot of other things in this server that are cool too. They have like the tournament one. You can have tournament VODs, videos. You can promote your stream. And then they have like, there's a channel somewhere in here that's like all of the tournaments. Yeah, upcoming PC tournaments. So they split it up because I don't think it was like this before. It just had one channel for all tournaments. So now you can basically just post your tournament in here. You can come ask for the TO role, and then you can start posting in here if you're running tournaments or whatever, which is really cool. So let's just go back over the 3 resources that we took a look at today. The first one is Comboteer, which is a really cool website with your combos, with a video guide and everything, notations that look like they're from the game, right? So it's a lot easier to read that way, I think, than having to read it like this for newer players, because it even shows you the motion. You don't have to know the numpad notation, but even if you're new, you need to learn the numpad notation at some point, right? You can't just get away with not knowing it, because you're going to see a lot of stuff outside of the game they're going to want to learn, and it's going to be like 236 K. You're like, oh, I don't know what that is. So eventually you do need to learn it, but this way just might be a little bit easier to read. Second one is Dustloop wiki. This has like frame data, startup. It has everything basically that you'll need to know, pros and cons. It has everything you'll need to know about any of the characters in the game, and when it's complete, it'll have way more than you ever would need to know. And then the last one is the GGST Resource Hub Discord, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. And this one basically has a little bit of everything, right? This is like your one-stop shop for character, knowledge, tech, and like tournaments and matchmaking. Everything can be done in here if you'd like. And one more thing I'd like to mention before we go: if you missed Leffen's tournament today, the 500-man Strive tournament, I definitely suggest going back and scrubbing through the VOD to find your character and watching footage of some of the higher level players playing them, right? They had like Punk, Sonic Fox, Super Noon, just a bunch of big names in that tournament, both Guilty Gear players and other fighting game players, but all very good players. And they played, pretty much every character in the game got played at some point on streams. Definitely scrub through there, find your character, and watch the match if you'd like, right? If you don't really learn well from reading things, or you don't really learn well from not seeing it done in practice, I definitely suggest checking this out. And if you're interested in playing in that tournament, Leffen said here that signups for next week's EU version is already up, and then the next NA plus EU is on July 3rd. So it looks like he's going to be doing it monthly for NA. And this is NA plus EU, but it's not North America playing Europe. He's just running 2 brackets at once. Anyways, that's going to be it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider subscribing, and thank you so much for watching.